Hi folks and welcome to DevTrends. Today we're gonna talk about Hyperapp version 1, NPM Leftpad 2nd edition and cool extension to paint your GitHub experience. So let's start with Hyperapp. Hyperapp is a tiny, about 1 kilobyte JavaScript framework for building web applications that recently hit its first major version. It was first released about a year ago and got pretty big interest from the dev world. Since then, it didn't go down as many frameworks do after initial hype, but was continuously evolving and got to version 1 a couple of days ago. So what's the deal with Hyperapp? What's the difference between it and other 1, 2, 3 kilobytes JavaScript framework out there? First, it's feature-rich. Hyperapp has all you need for the development of real-world application. You've got virtual DOM, state, tools for modifying the state, views, components, and even own template engine called H. But you can stick with more familiar JS6 if you prefer, via simply adding appropriate Babel transform to a config. And second, it's very easy to get to know too and use it. And because you can implement simple counter with few lines of code, each of which is easily understandable if you ever worked with frameworks like React or Vue, you will know what to do at first glance, and if not, you'll get it at second. And now let's see how it works. So let's switch to our code editor, or maybe to our item, and let's create a new folder called Hyperapp demo and cd to it. And here let's create just two files, index.html and index.js. Okay, let's do this via Visual Studio Code. Then add folder to workspace. And let's move to projects. And Hyperapp demo, let's add. And let's create some files. Index.html and index.js. Okay, so there are our two main files. Here will be the base layout. Simply common one. And here we mount script, not script, by script, via script tag our index.js application. So it will be our Hyperapp application index.js. And here let's just copy and go by line this code from HackerNeum. Let's insert and let's see. So basically what you do is you import two main methods from Hyperapp. First method called H, it's your template engine for Hyperapp, like default template engine, and the app itself. It's like the mount point of our application, of the main method. And let's go through the lines. So basically, if you can see, we can just skip this and write here. So there is like 4 arguments for app method. Its state, like its common state, like in React it maybe Redux or MobX, and in Vue it's Vuex, but it's even simpler. There is actions that modify the state, and there is view that generates our templates. And the last fourth argument is document body here. It's the mount point of all your application in your HTML, so it will mount right here. So let's save it. But as you can see, we are not using H here, we are using JS6 here, so we need to add appropriate Babel transform that transform JS6 to H. Let's create it. Let's get the code from Babel plugin transform React JS6, this one, and let's just create copy that and create babelrc here. Babelrc, insert, remove comments from JSON, and also we need env present let it be babel present env for this, and let's install Babel plugin. Let's init the package first and then install Babel transform React JSX and Babel preset env here. So we don't need full Webpack config here because we're using parcel Babel transform. Babel plugin transform. Yeah, plugin. Install dependencies. This is just for compilation of Hyperapp. You don't need. If you want to write it in S5 or just for modern browsers, and with H instead of JSX. And we got all our dependencies for now. Let's add Hyperapp, of course. Not to forget about it. And let's start with parcel. And it's built. Let's navigate to localhost. 1, 2, 3, 4. And where's our counter? Let's see the console. DOM is not defined. I forgot to replace DOM with H in babelrc. So here should be H. So this plugin, this transforms React JSX to H. So to this template agent of Hyperapp. So let's try again. Let's rebuild. It's built now, and let's. So I've cleared the cache, and it works now. So there is a simple counter. We can see it here, and when you press plus, it adds 1. When you press minus, it removes 1. So it's simple as that. And if you look at code as well, this is the simplest code for modern web framework I've ever seen in my life, actually. So there is like the most simple example, of course. Hyperapp has components. You can combine components one with another. You can combine state and actions. And for more comprehensive example, we can check this one. It's like boilerplate. It's like example for Hyperapp application. It's called Hyperapp 1, this repository, and it has all the structure on the complex structure of the Hyperapp application. And also author says that soon he release Hyperapp Hacker News, example app, and even Hyperapp real world application, so we can check how it works in real world conditions. And real world application is a full clone of Medium site, so it's like huge amount of work and huge amount of testing for such big application. So we can see how real world application handles Hyperapp. About a year and a half, a single developer broke NPM. For significant amount of time, thousands of NPM packages, along with huge ones like Babel, simply weren't installable at all because of one small dependency that was missing. This dependency was Leftpad package, which functionality consisted of one simple function. This function was adding characters to beginning of the string, and that's all. And the Leftpad developer purged all his packages from NPM. This was response to a controversial decision of NPM to transfer one of his packages named Kick to different organization who had rights for this name. The result was pretty tragic. And now it seems we have second coming. A module called Pinky Promise, which has about 15 million downloads per month, was pulled from NPM because its owner has deleted themselves from NPM. And immediately after, more than 5,000 packages, among them Create React App and Angular CLI, became unusable. More of that, we were said that nobody can remove packages from NPM any longer since Leftpad happened, but packages keep disappearing. And this is an alarming issue for NPM, as it seems we still don't have reliable protection from such sort of things. In its blog post about the incident, NPM states that this was caused by its automatic system detecting spam and malicious code. It's been fixed and packages restored, so you can see them in NPM again, but yet we've left with a kind of bad feeling. So if you want to protect yourself from such kind of things, your choice is offline mirror. So there is Yarn for it with its built-in offline mirror mode, and there are also special tools that help you implement your own private NPM like Verdecchio. The links will be in the description, you can check it. Icons paint our lives. They help us differentiate among files and find right stuff a lot more easier and quickly than looking to soulless words. So many code editors include different file icons by default, and others can be installed via extensions. Yet we have another place where a lot of us work daily. It's GitHub. And it's been missing such differentiation for years, but not now. And now we got a great extension simply called GitHub File Icon, which adds icons to GitHub repositories. It's available as Chrome or Firefox extension. You can install it from a GitHub repository, and it's available also here. And you can see that you can get a neat looking and easily searchable registry which will really improve your workflow. Unfortunately, I couldn't get it to work on my Mac, but it works on my main Linux machine in Chrome seamlessly. So there may be some issues that will be fixed soon by developer. But it looks really well, I can say. So that's all for today, folks. All the links will be in the description below. Thank you for watching and stay trendy.